he's sort of trying to show everyone, look how wild these beliefs are. So not all Hebrew Israelites are going to agree with what is going to be said here by GMS. In fact, one of my friends says everyone in the Hebrew Israelite world knows that GMS is sick. But see, what I've noticed is they kind of all say that about each other. But I think most of us could agree GMS is sick. Once you watch the clip, you'll see.
So it stands for Great Millstone.
Great Millstone, yes.
And if you see any of the clips of these guys in San Francisco, they're the ones that are like the most vile, threatening to kill people, using every racial slur known to to man. So
and like that's the group I talk to.
Yeah. Does Brother Polite live up to his name? Is he
said is similar to certain sects of Islam doctrine of when you can have sex with the young because they've got to make excuses for what Muhammad did because he married the 6-year-old and consummated at 9, and so they go into this whole thing about puberty and this and that. But 12's better than 9, hey. So it's an improvement over Islam in that area.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Shalom. This is Harawan by Yasha Allah of the GMS Lions Den Camp. I want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem, Harakah Kodash, Ma'amah. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders, and Shalom to you, Akim, and Agwatim, and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. Yeah, man, as you see, vocab, Dr. Edomite, Dr. Edom, this dude, man, is still at it, man. Basically lying, bearing false witness, making that liar's pie and handling slices of the devil's pie around the different people, and they taking bites of it and spewing out their wickedness, their deception, saying that the brother's threatening to kill people, Now, what you got to do is, man, you got to question their intentions, on every scale. Now, you have vocab, which, of course, that's not his real name. That was his rap moniker, right? His career didn't work out. His rap career failed. It's clear to see. And this dude found a way to make money. And I'm going to prove it. The way he made money, not right now, but, it's going to be proven. But the way he makes money is through the YouTube. And I remember when he popped up, right around the time, he acted like he just now hearing about Polite. Now, he been watching Polite for a while because he got his whole career from Polite. And I remember the video back in the day when he first came out, after he got seen speaking to some cats out in another city, all right? And they basically chopped him up with the scriptures. But I remember him saying something about Polite, saying, Polite was going in on him, and I realized that nobody was doing any topics on the Israelites. So I figured, I might as well step up. So that's called what? Being an opportunist. All right, and that's what he is, man, an opportunist. All right. So, matter of fact, all right, this is opportunist. It says a person who exploits circumstances to gain immediate advantage rather than being guided by consistent principles or plans, man. Basically saying being able to build his own career, not basing it off tearing somebody else down. And that's what he's doing, man. Looking at the opportunity and seeing the opportunity for a topic about people calling us rapists, calling the brothers rapists. When you got videos, Apostle Tahar just did a video the other day. I was listening to, I can't remember which one it was on though, but he clearly said it. Again, he's still saying, and for somebody to still raise up a false case against you and you sitting there saying, nobody in GMS rapes anybody, especially that he knows of. If they are doing that, they're out of GM, or they're out of the camps. They're out of GMS. Nobody's raping any children, having sex with any children. If they are, you shouldn't be dealing with them anyway right now, because it's a mindset you want to be in, And he clearly saying And I'm saying it because I agree that the scriptures written about rape are there just like any laws were put in place, man. It's like Esau's laws put in place for rape. When in the ancient times, you had laws. We had laws amongst our community, our nation, that govern every aspect of living, of life, of community. And rape was one of them. That was one of the statutes, one of the laws. How do you handle that? You know, you don't want to figure it out once it happens. How do you handle that? The Most High set everything in place. If a woman gets raped, meaning taken, and they always think about rape meaning like beat up, punched in the face and shit like that, man. That show you how emotional these people are, man, and traumatized from watching so many damn movies. But a woman gets raped, she calls out. If she's married and she calls out for help, then that person gonna be put to death. That man, you know. But if she doesn't call out for help, she'll be put to death and him. All right. But if a man is just single and she's single and you take her back then, that was your woman from that point. You would go give her father a certain amount of shekels of silver, and that would be your property, your woman. You have humbled her. You see that? You went into her, basically connected to her, anchored to her. All right. So now, so for somebody to explain that clearly, and for a person to still exploit the topic to get views and get money, that person's a devil, a deceiver, a horrible hearted person, man. I don't care what kind of family they got, friends they got, how innocent they look. This dude's a devil, man. He want to see people locked up. He want to see people hurt, even if he never says it. Because if I come out in front of any of y'all and I say, hey, man, this person right here, and I point to you, be raping people. It's like, yo, whoa, how do you defend that? You gonna defend it through what the scriptures say, meaning stay your course, keep teaching, you know, and you can't really prove yourself because there's no judge to protect you. The only judge is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. The judges upon this earth, they're part of the corporation. All right. So this guy here, man, he's an opportunist, clear opportunist, man, exploiting circumstances to gain immediate advantage. See, because if not, he wouldn't have any. Even his advantage is weak. But without that, he wouldn't have anything to go off of. Don't nobody want to hear his shit, his videos, man. When he talk about Cornelius, when he talking about this, when he talking about Gentile, don't nobody care about him talking about that, man. So he got to do something dramatic, entertaining, where it talks about rape. Because people want to see death in the arena of Rome, right? They want to see people hurt, so they come out and accuse you. This person is a rapist. Yeah, stone him, kill him. That's what he's hearing in the background. He ain't even damn apologetic. This nigga's an opportunist. That's what he need to be calling himself. All right? Not a Calvinist, he an opportunist. All right? And this is the word exploit. It says to make full use of and derive benefit from a resource. You know? A bold or daring feat. You know, so he basically coming up against us, man. Coming up against Yahweh Shemay Shai at the end of the day. So he making full benefit, getting benefit from it. All right, and we all know benefits deals with what? Profit. So he making money off trying to tear other people down, and everybody like they don't see that, man. It don't matter what the hell he's saying. He's making money off these videos where he's tearing other people down. You know, attacks on other people's character, lying on them. These people got families at home, but that don't matter. But they putting pictures of people up saying they're rapists. They accuse Yahushua the same way, man, for different purposes. You know, false accusations. They accused all the prophets in that way. They couldn't get them on the scriptures, so they try to get them. They couldn't cut them, you know. So what they do is they try to accuse and gain the crowd. but they really have no plan. You know, they're trying to get all the sheep to follow them, get all the sheeple to follow them, but they don't have no plan. Look at what's his name, GMS, or not GMS, but what it used to be called, Indianapolis. I probably do a video on that in a second later too, man. Then you got this guy, Vocab. They don't have no plan. Look at Polite. He don't have no plan. He did all that talking, but he did not have a plan for the people. All them people followed him, gave him his money, but he didn't have a plan for nobody. And he back again, doing the same shit. All right, what's the plan, man? You busy talking about people raping people, Vocab, and talking about Esau could be saved and all this madness. Well, if you feel that way, what's the plan? You don't have no plan. You see that? He is an opportunist. He doing that shit to take care of his family. You look on his video, he got a bunch of damn commercials on there. He eating off of it, man. He say rape, boom. He know, tag all the commercials to this one. Get that money, get that benefit. While I tear these people down, tear down their character, and get money off of it. You know, but the scriptures say we are fools for Yahweh's sake, man. You look at us as fools, but really, the Most High looking at you as a fool, and we're looking at Vocab as a fool. All right, so this is Matthew 15 and 18. But those things which proceed out of the mouth come forth from the heart, and they defile the man. All right. So when you say that it's cool to eat pork, when you say the laws are done away with, anybody out there, when you say these things, you know, what you profess out of your mouth, that's what's going to lead you into judgment, to life, or to death. All right. Now, it says, but those things which will proceed out of the mouth come forth from the heart. And the word heart goes back to la'av, which means your mind. All right. And what Vocab is spewing out of his mouth, Dr. Edom, is coming from his mind. And people are eating that from that tree. They eating of that fruit. And yeah, they are rapists. And they do kill people. It's like, whoa, they don't even see what path they done took to falsely accusing people. You see that? That darkness, man, sheesh. So, and they defile the man. So if you bearing false witness, you know, lying on brothers, lying on people, then you're defiled, you know. You of course, blaspheming the scriptures. But if you come up against the Lord's men, then you a defiled man. Verse 19, for out of the heart proceed evil thoughts. All right, Vocab. So out of his heart proceeds evil thoughts. And you've been led down the seat of being a scorner and a scoffer. And that's what seat that you sit in now. The seat of the scorner. All right, a liar and a blasphemer. The Lord creating you to be that, and you don't even know it. So that I understand that you Edomites, y'all all have to walk your path and embolden yourself as the wicked. You have to attain all the riches. You have to tear down people's character, lie, blaspheme the scripture. You have to do these things, and we have to witness it. See that? And experience it, because the Lord is creating a path for you. He's writing your life. So when he shows up, you will be playing your part as the wicked, and you will be destroyed, Vocab, by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Not by, us, but the Most High has a judgment for all the wicked. All right. It says, for out of the heart, proceed evil thoughts, murders, adulteries, fornications, thefts, false witness. See? False witness, man. Blasphemies. That's all. This is everything. Most of them is what. Actually, all of them. What vocab doing? Murderer, spiritual murderer. You know, it could even cause somebody. It could even cause harm to happen to somebody by saying they're rapists. You know, adulteries. He is an adulterer, meaning worshiping idols. Jesus. Fornications. You know, same thing. All right. All into different doctrine, different Calvinistic ways of thinking and shit like that, man. Following after idols, man. Idolatry. You know. Thefts. False witness and blasphemies. They blaspheming the scriptures. Blaspheming the Holy Spirit. Verse 20. These are the things which defile a man, but to eat with unwashed hands defileth not a man. So this guy here, Dr. Edom, vocab alone, he's a defiled man. This is defiled. This is koinoo. It says to make or consider profane, ceremonially, to make common, to make Levitically unclean, render unhallowed, defile, profane, to declare or count unclean, man. So the Lord has set vocab to be an unclean a demon. All right. Let's look at false. This is false. It says untrue testimony. It's not true, man. You know, shit that he's saying is not true. Untrue testimonies, man. People out here raping, and they defending the rape doctrine. There's no such thing as a rape doctrine. What it is it's in the laws. But it's just you idiots keep coming up asking brothers about it, forcing them to talk about it, just so you can get your views or get your audience. I'm gonna ask them a question. Watch this. What about rape? See that? Now somebody go into that topic now just to edify. Now you're considered a rapist because you agree with rape because you go into the law of ancient times, and which the Most High never changing. You know, but Apostle Hart said clearly, and you know, and I believe this as well. When we're in the kingdom, we're not going to need to rape anybody or take any women. All the women going to come to us. So what the hell is the issue? If you was in a court, the case would be thrown out because the only thing that vocab, the Edomite, has to stand on, his foundation is falsehood. You know, at the beginning of his case, it would be falsehood and exploitation. I mean, and opportunity, right? So it says false testimony. All right. It says what? Untrue testimony, man. That's a false witness. You know? Pseudomatria, right? It says false witness, false testimony. Untrue testimony, man. All right. Proverbs 20 and 19. He that goeth about as a talebearer revealeth secrets. Therefore meddle not with him that flattereth with his lips. It's really talking about, you know, watch who you talk to, because they'll tell all your business. But you also got to watch people like vocab, because they're a talebearer, you know, in the sense of bearing tales, going around telling stories about people, lying on people and shit, causing trouble and division, and having no plan of and no work to show for the Most High, building of his kingdom. Everything he's doing is trying to take bricks away, take a little piece of grain off something. You know, he's trying to take something from the building. He's a damn demon, man. A fiend, you know, a beneficial, opportunistic fiend. And a fiend goes back to demon, needing a host, needing something to feed off of. And that's what you look at him, man. All right. All right, this is the word for a talebearer. And it says rakayal, which means a scandal monger. So he get his money off where he creates a scandals like tabloids. Like, slanderer, talebearer, informer, a scandal monger, as traveling about, man, running all over the world, telling lies, seeking who he may devour in the spirit of the devil. Right? Slandering brothers. All right, Proverbs 26 and 20. Where no wood is, there the fire goeth out. So where there is no talebearer, the strife ceaseth. So that's why that topic is still being raised up. Just like a debt collector, you have your original creditor, and then you think you're done after the shit is discharged. The next thing you know, you get, what do you call them? Third-party collector hitting you up, trying to keep that debt alive. That's vocab, man. Keeping that damn scandal alive, man. Keeping them that tale, that lie, and the blasphemy alive until the end. Right? That false witness, saying that we out here, men of GMS are raping people or raping little girls. Well, a lot of us have daughters, and it clearly saying to you that nobody's out here raping nobody. If they are, you shouldn't be dealing with them anyway. Nobody should be raping or having sex with little girls. If you are, you shouldn't be around anyway. If that was an Old Testament way of thinking, just like Pastor Hart say all the time, eating grasshoppers. Anybody about to eat a grasshopper today? I probably would, but I'm saying it'd take a lot to do it. But Prophet John, he was eating grasshoppers back then. It was just a different age, a different way of thinking. And in this age, Esau's law, you get locked up for taking, humbling a woman. All right, and a lot of us couldn't do it anyway. Probably had a wrong mindset, feel all fucked up about it and shit. So, so if somebody keep accusing you of that, man, they gotta be a demonic, wicked-hearted person. Really chasing riches that they don't care who they bring, and they wounded. He's wounded. He's hurt. You can hear it. But the words, so it's about his words, man. The words of a talebearer. Let's lock it. Where was that? Verse 21. As coals are to burning coals, and wood to fire, so is a contentious man to kindle strife. All right, he's a contentious person trying to kindle strife. But what he's contending against is Yahweh Shem Shai, ultimately. And anybody that's contending against Yahweh Shai or Yahweh, then they become what? The Antichrist. They become anti-anointed. They become a contender of the truth. They contend with the Spirit. The words of a talebearer are wounds. And that's what he's trying to do. Wound the brothers. And they go down into the innermost parts of the belly. Burning lips and a wicked heart are like a pot sheared covered with silver dross. All right? And the dross is the scum. So you're a pot, you look like silver, but you really got dross and scum all around you. Everything that you're spewing out is full of mold and mildew and the bad things. He that had dissembled with his lips and layeth up deceit within him, man. And anything dealing with deceit means deception, going back to the deceiver, which is, how to say that would be Diablos or devil. And that's him, a deceiver. All right. Let me see. Verse 25. Whose hatred is covered by deceit, man. So his hatred is covered by deceit. He really hates the brother. He envies us. You know, he see us. He probably even see our beards. He hate that probably too. And you see that all the attention the apostles getting, the respect. And he hate that shit, man. He tried to bring his old clique together, and they cut him off. I've got the G-Man and all them. You know, James White, the Edomite, they all not clicked up with him no more. So anything he bring together falls. So you got to peep the game, man. And this dude is an opportunist, exploiting the topic of rape, certain topics. All right, so he can make money. He said it out of his own mouth on one show. This Edomite wanted him on there. And he's like, I can't come on there because you don't pay enough, like this other people do. You know, I'm speaking non-verbatim. All right, I don't want to be a talebearer. So, 23 or 24. Damn, where was that? 25. When he speaketh fair, believe him not. So the Lord telling you, don't believe this dude, man. All right. So what he'll do is he'll talk energetic about a topic, you know, talk energetic and real charismatic about a topic, and he'll try to gain or bring your energy down about it, or enthusiasm down about it by changing his tone. He'll be like, yeah, man, it's just amazing because, you know, we studying this and this, but then GMS, they just tell you, or whatever, and he try to, you know, change his tone, and people, oh, yeah, I feel you. No, you're a robot. You just did that Hillary Clinton shit. When Hillary Clinton talked to you, she'll shake her head up and down. You saying some wicked shit, and next thing you know, if you don't notice, your head will be bobbing with her, and you basically agreeing with her. That's how this dude is, man. All right. So, verse 25. He speaketh fair. When he speaketh fair, believe him not. I mean, he turning on the torch. He being a demon. When he started talking all charismatic, or like a damn philanthropist or some shit. Trying to use big words. I mean, nothing wrong with that, but, you know, you got stupid, intelligent people out there, too. And vocab's one of them. So it says, when he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart, man. 7, nothing but the word 7 means completion. So he's completely abominable, a defiled person. You know, continually spewing out. You can tell even when he talks, like spewing out spit, and, you know, drinking some shit all the time on the damn screen, slurping down a damn can or something, spewing his lies all over the damn place. And a bunch of words, man. That's it. Verse 26. So he got 7 abominations in his heart, in his mind, complete. His mind is completely abominable. Whose hatred is covered by deceit, man. So he covers his hatred towards Yahweh Bashim Shai and the Akim by his deceit, man. By acting like he's a civilian and talking all kindly, but in another age, he'll try to get us murdered or killed, you know, or put in prison by lying too. His wickedness shall, if he wouldn't do it, then why is he doing it now? Why is he lying on YouTube? You know, like a motherfucker, man. He's just lying. Yeah, they believe in it. Like damn, man, you call that a rat, right? Verse 26. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall. 26. Whose hatred is covered by deceit, his wickedness shall be showed before the whole congregation. You know, judge a tree by its fruits, man. And we see it clearly that he's a damn demon. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein. All right. So the pit that he digging the whole time, only the devil would dig that pit, idiot. If you show up when the Lord shows up and you got the devil's shovel in your hand and you looking around talking, yeah, I'm trying to get rid of the devil. Idiot, you the damn devil. Because you're doing what the devil is supposed to do in these times. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him. You know, so the trap that vocab is trying to set for the men of the Lord is going to turn it back on him and set a trap for vocab, Dr. Edom. A lying tongue hateth those that are afflicted by it, and a flattering mouth worketh ruin. It's deep, man. So a lying tongue, and this guy has a lying tongue, man. He'll lie in a second and fabricate his own story about you and get his friends to lie. So, yeah, they talk about threatening to kill. Who threatened to kill anybody? He said in the kingdom, people are going to be getting put to death. Even in the time of Jacob's trouble. Thus saith the Most High, Yahweh. These are his words. We are the messengers. See that? A lying tongue hateth those that are afflicted by it. So the people that you lying to, you really hate them as well. Because you're not telling them the truth. And a flattering mouth worketh ruin. And we supposed to be building up in these times. And he's more willing to build up America and tear down the truth, which he's not able to do. Proverbs 19:5. A false witness shall not be unpunished, and he that speaketh lies shall not escape, man. So the Lord has a special judgment for you damn stumbling blocks that's causing ruin of the 2/3 of our people. A false witness shall not be unpunished, man. So somebody bearing false testimony, shall not be unpunished. And he that speaketh lies shall not escape. So you blaspheming the scriptures as well. You lying on the Lord's men, and you lying on the Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So you're not going to escape from the judgment that's coming. You're setting a trap for yourself. And the Lord not going to let you escape it. The trap that the Most High setting up. Proverbs 16:6. These things doeth Yahweh hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. Just like vocab, the Edomite, he got 7 abominations in his mind. And the Lord hates all of it. So he hates you sevenfold. Verse 17. That's why he went in. He pleading with tears, man. This dude vocab, man, he really want the truth. He wanted the truth. He can't get it. Look at, what's his name? Polite. He always say that, I want to believe. Help me believe. He being sarcastic, but still, they want to believe. They tired of hearing they self-talk. 17. Now these are the 7, these things, verse 16. These things doeth Yahweh hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, right? Vocab's proud, excuse me. And he's a liar, and hands that shed innocent blood. So basically, in a spiritual sense, this would be lying on people, causing them to be injured or mocked. Verse 18. An heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief. And that's what he is. He's swift to run to mischief. And the people that he's teaching, or he has on that podcast, they're the ones that run to his aid, running to have this conversation with him and eat of that devil's pie, that lie that spewing out his damn sewer setup of a mind, man. Just defiled. like scum. So it says, "In heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief, a false witness." There you go. The Lord hates a false witness, man, that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. So trying to cause brothers to divide, and that's what he naturally is. You got 2/3 of our people, which are idiots, that want to divide our brothers. But this guy here, he's naturally aiming to tear down the Hebrew Israelite doctrine. And he can't do it because ultimately at the top, you have the apostles of GMS, which is the truth. You can't tear down the truth. 2 Corinthians 13:8, I'm going to end it with this. "For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth." All right? So this guy here, man, is a false witness, and everything he's doing is doing nothing but helping us out, helping up Yahweh Shem Yahushai's plan. And this guy playing the wicked, becoming more wicked, the wicked shall wax worse and worse, right? And blind leaders of the blind, many shall run having itching ears, running to this guy. He has to be a stumbling block. And as the brothers get stronger in the truth, the stumbling block's going to get stronger as well. And then when he's out the way, just like everybody else fell and failed, another one going to step up until the end, until they all be moved out of the way. All right, so this guy here, man, he's just a false witness that's set up to spew out lies in these last days on the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.